changed, started acting strange, had my life in my own hands. Meanwhile, I was wasting time, thinking things were fine, but you had other plans. Behind your weak disguise, all the worthless lies, I was wrong and now I know. Don't think that I won't try, this is not goodbye. Pushed around, always lost, not found, but I didn't realize. Like a giant standing in my way, leading me astray. Now it's time for me to rise. I knew I had to find myself. Turns out I'm on my own. I won't let it go. The right and wrong that you pretend to know. The fire in my heart burns in your shadow. The silver lining can begin to rust, and now I get who I can and cannot trust. I won't let it go. just trying to find a place to rest our bones. Could it be you I can run to? 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 I can run to. Could it be you I can run to? Could it be you I can run to? Could it be you I can run to? I can run to. I can run to. Could it be you I can run to? 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 Sometimes it just won't work. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it Can't you take a step back? We can figure the whole thing out. 'Cause we're too young to be feeling this song. Maybe we met too soon. Maybe I can give you the moon. 'Cause when you shoot for the stars, you might just crash and burn. It doesn't matter what you say. Little things will get in the way. It doesn't matter what you say. Sometimes it just won't work. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it all. Get it all out, but you gotta get it
Well, hello, everyone. Apologies for the delay, but we'll be getting week 5 of the NUEL Summer Split Championship for CSGO going on right now. We've got a nice round and a half juice round going on as well. But while that one is going on, we're just going to introduce ourselves. I am Connery Raptrosmatic, and joining me in the casting today will be the one, the only Rory, a Dream CS himself. And well, this game's going to be very, very interesting, Rory, because it's one of these games where we have both of these teams very, very close to getting themselves into those playoffs.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. It's a fight for survival, a fight for playoffs as well. Covington playoff spot. Try and make it towards the grand finals. Not sure what date those are on, but they will be coming soon after we get those playoffs under wraps. I believe the map is going to be Cash. The knife is done. I'm not sure who won though.
Looks like Derby had won the knife round, so this is going to be a Derby versus Imperial College London. And the Derby captain already suggesting that they'll go for CT. Cheeky name change there from one of my team members. Is actually, this game's going to be a little bit awkward for me, Rory, because I was supposed to be playing in this Derby side. I don't know how I'm going to react if they play poorly.
Won't be well.
But it looks like we are going to go live relatively shortly here.
Yeah. While we wait, I suppose we can just talk about the map a little bit. Cash, a classic map in Counter-Strike. It comes from made by Sub-Zero. Cash, one of my favourite maps to play on as well. Especially, a lot of people don't realize how complicated Cash actually is, especially when you look at it at a deep level. You need a lot of communication, a lot of map control and Cash on the CT side as well. It is imperative. If the T side, for example, take mid control or B main control, you need to take A main control back off them. It's all about map control here on Cash. You need to be able to maintain control and you need to be able to retake control. Otherwise, you will be sorely missed on the server. Obviously, the T side, though, the mid plays need to come out if you want to see anything happen, really. You can't just keep hitting the sites for cash. You need to start taking mid. I've seen it a lot, especially at the sort of main level. Not enough teams are willing to take towards mid, especially if a lot of teams play free mid. You know, you have your one connector, one highway, one towards the vents as well. It can be difficult to take towards mid there. But anyways, Cash, though, what do you think about the map, Raptors?
Well, from how I've been playing it personally, we've actually played it quite a bit on this Derby side. So, it's personally one of my favorite maps. I usually like to play sort of the highway sort of white box position. So that's kind of the setup that some teams go for. They sometimes go for the 2-2-1 setup, and that one player usually ends up being on the B bomb side to hold. So you got the two mid players, white box player and Z player usually, but those guys do have the option to play some close angles as well to catch out the T's as they push through mid main.
Yeah, the T side need to be extremely careful on cash as well. You can't just hold towards one side of the map. You need to have a set default that covers pretty much the entirety of the map, because there's so much map control the TTs can take, and pretty easily as well, just with a couple smokes. You've got to think in mid as well. A counter boost could come out over towards that boost area, and that gives you so much map control, gives you so much information as well. It's going to be a tough battle, but looking to get to playoffs as well as Imperial College. I believe we are just waiting for the start to come out, and I think that may be okay. It looks like we're waiting on one player as well, but I believe that was the restart anyway. Just waiting for this warm up to end now.
Yep, certainly looks to be the case. As the Derby are going to have one player that's just relogging back into the game. Some technical issues to do with the mic there, so hopefully we'll get this one started shortly. Hopefully it's an easy fix for that missing player. But talking about these playoffs now, these guys, they're at the stage where they kind of need 2 wins this week to give themselves a shot at getting into the playoffs, and even that isn't settled depending on how the OMWP turns out. So it's kind of a match win percentage, but it's also factoring in how good the other teams you faced are.
Yeah, exactly right. It is going to be tough. They need every win they can get now to make sure they clinch that playoff spot for this summer tournament. It can give you so much momentum going back into the school year, and obviously another season of NUEL that would start. I believe we are getting into it now. I'm not quite sure if it's live just yet. I believe we're still in warm-up, but everyone seems to have reconnected to the server, which I believe means the issues have been fixed. Just waiting on the Derby and Imperial side now.
Apologies for the couple of FPS issues that we have been having. We'll look to resolve those pretty damn quick once these guys get themselves into the game. But right now, I can only really speak from experience of this Derby side, since it is the university that I am from. Elmo is going to be a stand-in player for today. He used to be a regular feature on Team 1 for Derby, but the thing is, he actually wanted to take a split break from NUEL competition, but he's been dragged back into that AWP role for Derby.
Yeah, the AWP role crucial in Cash as well. You can do so much of it, so many positions to play, so much to do with it as well. You've got to think you can play that at AWP towards A. It's where you usually see a lot of AWPers go towards, just sort of that default towards A, and then you'll have them switched up. I don't like to play the AWPers towards mid. I feel like it's unnecessary. Having an aggressive mid setup with a couple players is probably better than just having the one AWP there, but obviously still you can play it there, and it looks like we are getting live into it, I believe. I'm not sure it is live.
The players are asking if we're going live or not. Enjoy the 1 frame a second that you're getting on the stream right now, as we're trying to sort out these particular issues. They're currently concerned about spawn killing at the moment, so it doesn't look like we're going to go live at least this time. We're sorry for the delay, guys. There's not a lot we can do about this. Sometimes just going to have to be a little bit more patient.
Yeah, looks like we are just waiting for the admins to confirm that we can go live into this one. Should be an exciting matchup anyway. Obviously, as we've said, this is a match needed for both teams to try and clinch that playoff spot. I believe you said they will need 1 win after this to make sure they do get it, though.
Yeah, exactly. These guys are just sitting sort of on just outside of the top 10, and I need to be inside of the top 8 to get themselves into those playoffs. And it's only going to be a single elimination bracket for the playoffs, no double elimination shenanigans. If you lose one best of 3, you are out of the event. And some teams might deal with that better than others. Some teams really do deal well with the pressure of only losing once and you're out.
I believe we're still not live, unfortunately. Admin's telling us to halt. I do apologise for all the delays, but unfortunately it's out of our hands. Do have to just wait, and now it's just a lot of waiting.
A lot of waiting, some players joking around if the game is cancelled or not. I don't think so, boys. No free wins going to be given out here, at least so far. But we can go to a very quick break while we get these particular issues sorted. But don't worry, we'll be right back with Week 5 of the NUEL Summer Split for CSGO. guys, welcome back to week 5 of the NUEL CSGO summer split. Hopefully the issues that we've been having with the production have been at least somewhat solved. Just let us know if you see anything wrong with it in that chat there. But hopefully we'll get this one started relatively shortly once the admins do call the game live. And Rory, what in this sort of situation, what are you thinking as a player when you've got these sorts of delays going on? Does it just give you time to just calm your nerves a little bit, get yourself right in your mind?
Yeah, I mean, at the start of the game, it doesn't really matter that much unless obviously you're a bit busy in the night. But it does give you a little bit of time to relax, maybe just listen to music, talk to the team, what you want to do. So you know what side is starting now, so they have plenty of time to talk to you. You have the CT pistol, that's a great start into the CT side. You know, pauses at the start of the game, they're unfortunate. You know, they happen in loads of tournaments, but I don't think it will weigh on anyone's mind too much unless they obviously get tilted with that kind of stuff. But other than that, it's just time to relax, talk about the strategy, and see what they're going to do into this game now.
Yeah, exactly. And in terms of the side picks on Cash, does it really matter all that much which side you start on this particular map?
Yes, I think Cash is definitely a map that I prefer. Well, not definitely, but obviously it always depends on the team. It's something I say a lot, but I prefer to start on the T side of Cash. I think you can do so much more. There's so much to take. There's so much to do on the T side. And it's quite hard to run out of ideas on Cash, I believe. There's so much you can do, so many splits you can pull off. I mean, I'd prefer the T side start anyway, just as a player myself. Just allows you to sort of set the pace for the game. I love to be able to set the pace in the first half and then go into that CT side a little bit more relaxed.